So the goal of this video is to get started with the Millicent questline. Principally, we want to introduce ourselves to her and get her back on her feet so she can begin her journey into the Oz Plateau, where we will meet her next. So who is Millicent? Millicent is a direct descendant of the goddess of rot herself, Melania. As a result, she also suffers from the incurable disease Scarlet Rot. When we first encounter her, she has already lost an arm to the condition and has all but given up hope. Her story begins when we meet a mysterious figure named Gallery who lives alone in a shack in the Kaled region. He tasks us with taking on an almost insurmountable foe in order to obtain the unalloyed golden needle, which he believes will aid her condition. To prepare for this fight, we need to pick up the Traveller's Garb, which will bolster our defense to Scarlet Rot, as well as upgrade our Redivia Dagger to +6, as this will be our primary damage dealer for this encounter. Be aware, this fight is not for the faint of heart. Commander O'Neill is a formidable foe, and we are severely underleveled for this battle. However, this is an important step for what comes next, so stick with myself and Barry, and we will get you through. Introducing the man, the myth, the legend, Barry the Bandit. Light on vigor, big on heart. Barry is a master of stealth, lethal with a bow and knife, sharp sticks, and even harsh language. For this series, we're going to focus on Arcane and Dexterity as our primary damage dealing stats, with a heavier focus on Arcane as we head into the late game. Throughout the playthrough, we shall be covering a wide variety of weapons with an emphasis on the aforementioned damage dealing stats, as well as taking advantage of the Dragon Communion Incantations to add support damage. My name is Nublachi. This is Barry. Welcome to How to Build a Bandit. Right, so before we begin, we will do our customary pre-flood equipment check. So let's jump to the equipment now. We're going to swap out the flambage for the Redivia Dagger. We're also going to pop in the Icewind Hatchet in our offhand because our primary damage dealers are going to be Frostbite and Bleed for this fight. In fact, what I would do is swap those two around. It's probably better, just to make it easier for me playing, right? So I'm going to get rid of the Warming Stone, we don't need that. We don't need any of this, actually. Well, hang on to them for now. Gear-wise, we've got the longbow, which is redundant. In fact, I'm going to get rid of that so it makes our gear swapping easier. We also have the Fire Flash Charge, which we don't need. It's irrelevant. We have the Beach Crusader Shield, and we're going to swap that out for the Great Turtle Shell. And what I want to do, before I forget, is swap out the Asher in there, because as it stands, it comes with Barricade Shield. We want to get rid of that because it'll make life more difficult than it needs to be in the fight. Just going to pop in no skill, go standard. That'll make that easier. And the other thing I want to do before I forget is change our flask allocation. We're going to want more red than blue for this one because we're going to take a lot of damage. Okay, a lot of damage. This fight's hard as shit. Now, before we do that, what we're going to do now is jump down to actually check our runes. We've got a lot of runes on us. We were going to level up, but what I would suggest you do in the short term is actually jump down to the Table of Lost Grace. And what we're actually going to do is level up our Redivia Dagger to +6, as I stated in the introduction, because we want to really start to boost our bleed damage. Commander O'Neill is a tough. Commander O'Neill, sorry, is a tough enemy, but he is susceptible to bleed, which is helpful. Well, I'm not dead. Okay, so we're going to strengthen armor. It's going to jump down to the Redivia Dagger +5. 1, 2. We can't take it any further. We don't really want to for the time being. That'll do. That will gimp our runes. So let's see if we can level up. I don't think we will have enough. Maybe we will. Okay, actually we will. Excellent. So we're going to rest here now. Level up. We're going to put Faith up to 15. Okay. So remember, if you remember, that was our target for our incantations, but you're not going to use this playthrough. I'll just show those in case you're joining us for the first time. So we have a few cool incantations on us. We have Flame Grant Me Strength, which requires base Faith of 15, which is kind of a buff, if you like. We also have Blood Flame Blade, which is 12. That's not good. No, I was thinking of these Dragon Incantations, beg your pardon. Dragon Fire and Dragon Fire is the main one. That's 15. Dragon Claw is 17. We can get that with the Marika's Scar Seal, which we want to switch out as well. Before I forget, that'll boost our Arcane a bit more. Because the bleed will scale off Arcane, at least the Redivia Dagger's weapon art does, I should say. Now, what to do next? So we're going to jump down to the Cellular Crystal Tunnels, because we want to pick up some map markers before we go into this fight. There's some gear we want to pick up, among other things. We also want to pick up a couple of Ashes of War, actually. So, and I think we get an incantation here as well, yeah. You run down this way. There is a teardrop scarab, invisible starter. He's a bit of a pain in the ass to pick up, honestly. I'm gonna drop down. Two-hand the weapon. It's kind of easy if you follow him around this way. He will come round the opposite way. So we'll try and get him with Hoarfrost Stomp, I think, is the way to tackle this. Just be a bit patient. You can hear him tinkling away. I bet you I'm waiting in the wrong spot, aren't I? No, here he comes. Got him. There we go. Poison armament. So this is an incantation. I think it's only plus... I think you only need 10 faith for this. Nope. Yes, we have Bloodflame Blade now as well. We also have Poison Armament. These are two things we can use to bolster out other weapons. This will come in handy if we want to use weapons that require Ashes of War when we are using the Keen Scaling. Alright. So we're going to run round into the Street Sage Ruins is the next port of call. In fact, before I forget, there's a Side of Grace here. Avoid these geysers because they will give you heavy rock build-up, which we don't want. Okay. Let's drop down. Touch the Side of Grace. Basically, the boss fight is directly ahead of us in that area, but we don't want to do that just yet. What we're going to do... Now, we're going round the houses like this rather than running straight, because if you don't, you actually get invaded by Millicent herself as an NPC invader, and I don't want to deal with that. It's a pain in the ass to deal with. That's probably why there's a Stake of Marika there. So we go around this way to avoid that particular problem, okay? There's a couple of things we're going to show you to pick up. They aren't relevant. Only one of the things we pick up is relevant to us. But we'll show you what's here anyway. What am I doing? Nope, I was right. Down here, there's a chest, and in that chest is the sorcery rock sling. Which, if you want to, if you're a budding sorcerer, this is a great sorcery to rely on pretty heavily. It does physical damage and immense stagger damage. It's a great boss killer, and it pairs very well with the meteorite staff, which you're about to pick up. Again, we don't need it. It's not relevant to our build. Oh my word, we're getting hammered. We don't need it. It's not relevant to the build, but this is what we do need. But I'll show you where to pick it up in case you want to do a build. The Traveller's Garb is very important. This will bolster our immunity by quite a substantial margin, which will help with the rock build-up. And the other thing we want to do is pick up the meteorite staff. Now, the best way to pick this up is to do it this way, because in here, some of these plant things, and they will just be making nuisance of themselves. All right, but that's what we got. So we get out of here. Where have I gone? Gone the wrong way, haven't I? Of course I have. I'm an idiot. Yeah, rock build-up is horrible. It just kills you. Once it's activated, it just kills you so quickly. Alright, and it's not the most fun you're going to have in your life. I'm going to tell you that for free. I want to check. Does this... I think that corresponds to one of the paintings. I'm pretty sure it's the red main painting that we didn't pick up. Did we pick it up? I don't think we did. Come on. Yeah. That doesn't show you here anyway. Alright. I'm gonna assume we didn't pick it up. We'll talk through that another time. I might have been confused anyway. What I want to do is pick up Rain of Arrows. It'll make sense as an archer kind of proxy. Now we've got this Side of Grace. That's what we wanted. What am I doing? Focus, not about focus. We've got a lot to do. So there's another Side of Grace here, and there should be a wandering merchant nearby-ish. And there's also another That's an actual war there. God, we actually need the bow for that, because that'll make that a bit easier. This might make us heavy, but, oh, we're alright. Okay. Give it a wide berth, because it will start rolling, it'll be a pain in the ass. I don't want to deal with that right this minute. You want to see this. This is the scarab itself. So, L1 to lock on, or to aim, sorry. L2 to activate mighty shot. R1 to fire. Defire. You fucker. Alright. This is Lifesteal Fist. Obviously, it's self-explanatory. It will fit on fist. In fact, it'll fit on the guitar, I think we picked up earlier. Guitar. Not bar, guitar. It'll fit on that when we pick it up later, but, yeah, we don't need it. We'll get rid of the bow before I forget, because it'll handicap us later on. We do actually need to use the javelin. I forgot about that. So we're going to avoid everybody. For the time being, I just want to get this side of Grace. And then we'll double back. Okay. There's a finger reader crone there. We'll ignore her because she's just full of doom and gloom. Much like most of the NPCs in this game, everything's very forlorn and miserable, actually. So rest. Get everybody back to ones. Want to look at the map? No, we don't want to go any further up for now, do we? We want to go back this way. When we come up this side, we should run into the merchant I was speaking about earlier. I always miss him when I first get here. For whatever reason. I don't know why, or the reasoning for that, but he's kind of tucked off the doodah, isn't he? Isn't he? Am I mad? Where is he? Huh. Maybe I imagined it. Maybe he's further up. Maybe I'm just wrong. That's also a possibility. Could be, could be. Alright. Well. There will be another side of Grace along here as well. Here. There. So rest, reset, get everything back to ones. Yeah, where is he? Oh, it's not hugely important. There's one here, the main one we want to speak to. But now, I want to talk about what comes next. Because this is important. The bow off, didn't I? Let's put the bow in very quickly. In fact, we're going to take the opportunity to swap out our gear. I'm going to replace you with the Keen Partisan. I'll put the bow in here. We're not going to use the bow, I just want to show you something. Two things. That is a dragon, and unlike the other dragons we've encountered, he actually deals rot. This is Ezekiel, and he is a formidable foe. If you're not confident, you can just skip him, because it's a painful fight. You can't just dodge his fire like you can other attacks, because if you're too close, you get rot build up and he will kill you very, very quickly, even with all the steps you're about to take. Behind him, though, is the church, which I do recommend you check out, which we can get another Dragon Communion Incantation. But I'm going to go for it. I did it in practice when I took him down. We did it with the Partisan. Get rid of you. And what we want to do at this point is swap out all of our gear for the Traveler's gear. As you can see, immunity's higher with that, but the helm is low. Interesting. Okay. Drops are robustness damage, means we're more susceptible to physical damage, but don't worry about it too much. It's far more important to have immunity. Okay, the other thing we need to do is get rid of the arrows reach talisman. We don't need that for this particular fight. We want immunizing horn charm. This will raise our immunity considerably, as you can see. 363. This is a lot better for this fight. We will keep in the green totalus for stamina, even though we have the shield on our back. Right. Now, we might die once or twice. This fight is horrible. I would suggest loadout. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You want torrent on speed dial. Okay. Because whenever he starts to cast rot, you want to get the fuck out of there. But we also want to kind of deal as much damage as we can in the short term. So we're going to buff ourselves as much as we can. Alright. And I'm going to go for it. It takes about 4 hits to stagger though, he's quite strong. Got him. Yeah, at this point, get the fuck out of here. Take the opportunity to take a potion. That stuff you don't want. And you can't just hide behind obstacles because it will bounce, it will glide over it, which is incredibly annoying. Right, he's going for it again. Didn't want to do that. Alright. Reach, shit. It's not going well. Okay. That makes that bit easier. Popping a quick potion while we have the time. Going for a heavy attack. Put it down. This is the stuff you want to get. You want nothing to do with. As you can see, rot build up is horrendous on that. Get off the horse. Alright. Take all the health potions in one go, shall we? I'm still suffering from my pal world addiction. My controls are a bit wonky. Oh, don't move your head. Get. What I'll do is pop one of these quick. Okay. That's not ideal. Stop moving your head! Fuck. Got him. Alright, that's convenient. Right, he runs away. We might run out of stuff before we kill him. That would be a pain. Alright. Might have misjudged this fight. Oh no. There we go. Don't move your fucking head, man. I don't think this is going to work, you know. Alright, well, shit. It'll take a while. Get away, get away. Off with your rock. Not how it's supposed to go. It went a lot quicker in practice run, but anyway. Full disclosure, I realised trying to hit the leg with a spear, not ideal. Oh, dude. Did you have to? Just go over the rock. No! I wonder if we could cheese him with the bow. Oh, we didn't equip the bow, did we? Fuck. No. Well, let's just see. This will take a while. I don't like dealing with that rock. So cheesy. Look, I've never done it this way before. Come on. There we go. No, that took us about 20 fucking minutes. But it's the The reason I want to do that is because you get a shit ton of runes for it. And what we'll do, we'll jump back here. And we'll level up. We might not be able to get both right now. What are we going to do at this point is pump Arcane, which we can do 2 points. So that's on par with Dexterity now. We need to get it to about 30 and Dexterity 20, and they're kind of our first targets. Okay. We can make the most of the gear that we use. Anyway. Let's run up here. So there is a clean rotten night just through here. Or not a night, yeah. Okay, mistakes were made. Yeah. Did help you though, did it? Did it? Anyway. So two things are important here. One of which is this. This is the Ancient Dragons Apostles Cookbook 3. What does this do? This will... You jump down. Key items, dude. Key items. So what this does is allow us to create dragonry grease. The problem with that, we don't have the necessary materials for the time being. It takes gravelstone, which we don't have any of. We don't have any of, sorry. And beast blood. Beast blood is not impossible to farm, but it's a pain in the nuts, so we're not going to rely too heavily on that. But we do have this. Now, we have a vast raid. Thanks to taking down Ezek's Decay, which is a bolstered version of the Scarlet Rotten Breath. But it requires Faith 23, which we don't have. We're probably not going to get, at least not till late game. So we're going to pick up Rotten Breath for the time being. Everything else we'll ignore. Dragon Eyes is good. These are both good. But I don't want to invest that heavily in Faith at this point in the game. Okay? If you want to do that, it's your choice. But you'll need more levels. And there's Sword of Grace here as well. I didn't need to rest there. I don't know why I did that. That was silly. Right. What we do want, though, is the map. So we're going to put a map marker there, just so we know where we're going. This is the map of Khalid. We're going to give him a wide berth. It looks the same as daylight here. Alright, we'll speak to the Wandering Merchant now. This guy has some cool stuff. So, none of which we can afford, by the way. He has the Nomadic Warriors Cookbook 15, which allows us to make rockbone arrows. We're going to come back and buy that. We're also going to come back and buy the Stone Sword Key, and we're going to come back and buy the crackpot after we've done what we need to do. He does sell flaming bolts, but we don't use crossbows in this build, so whatever. He also sells the champion armor, the warrior's armor, basically. Also the Great Helm, which is a good choice if you're going for kind of a knight, paladin or holy knight kind of cosplay. But we're not doing that. So we have the map of Khalid. Oh fuck! Right. Oh, the Deathbird's out too. This is not what I want. Oh shit. The troll job's down here, right? Then we'll go see Gary now. I'll do all that. And that'll be out of the way. And then we'll go deal with Commander Niall. So let's... Commander O'Neill, not O'Neill. Commander O'Neill is a very late game boss. He's a pain in the nutsack. We'll take on this dude. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, but it was about 4 hits, wasn't it? Beg your pardon. We're going to have to do that quite a few times to this storyline. So, this is the official start to Millicent's questline, so we'll talk to him now. Hello.
A pleasure to see you. A pleasure indeed.
Indeed.
I am Gari, a great sage. In my day, anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along. A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Don't fret, I'll provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Celia, the town you see there.
Hear the request.
Ah, then you are willing to lend a hand, are you? I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the rotting sickness.
Right. So, something else.
The rotting sickness that afflicts Millicent has no cure. When the Erd Tree flourished, even the demigods could not stave off its effects, despite their nigh godhood. But Millicent's suffering can be ameliorated. For this, you are to find a certain needle. Seek the deep scarlet swamp of Aeonia outside Celia's bounds. The needle, made from unalloyed gold, is lost somewhere there.
Okay. So, thankfully, we already have that sort of grace. Thanks to my foresight. You're welcome. We'll drop back down there now. Little does he know. The reason we do this for him, what he does is he gives us a note that tells us how to solve the puzzle that we already solved in the Celia Town of Sorcery. Little does he know, I've played this game a couple of times. Sorry, Gary. So, we've got everything we need. We're going to swap out, rid of that. Wait, what was I doing? And we're going to pop in our stuff. What I would suggest you do is pop in the preserving bonuses for this battle, because it's going to be a tough one. I'm not convinced about this. Oh no, I was right. It is better. Okay. So, the reason we want to be here is because just down there we get a summon sign for Pollyanna, who will help us take on Commander Nile. As I said before, this is a rough fight. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to trigger Frostbite, and then we're going to just hammer him with Bleed. He summons spectral archers and then spectral kind of warriors that will make life more difficult. So all of our summons are distraction. We want to keep Pollyanna alive as long as possible, because she will, without her, we're fucked. You can do this fight on horseback, but it takes longer. If you summon them, you don't have horseback or turret, so more susceptible. What makes it dangerous is when he gets close, he does a swirling effect, and you get rot build up, which will kill you very quickly. Okay, which is why we had kind of more health than anything else. What I'm going to do is get prepped. We want that. I got rid of the summons, you idiot. Okay. Where's our boys? Where's the monkeys? Give me the monkeys. Give me the monkeys. Okay. So we're going to summon Pollyanna. Ah, Flame Great Strength is going to wear off, isn't it? Bollocks. That's such a waste of our stuff as well. Right, anyway. We might die in this fight, by the way. Come on, big boy. Take some health. Right, now we're going to hammer him. The range of his attacks is what makes him scary. And he has a tendency to aggro you pretty badly. Like that. Dude, fuck off.
No.
No. Okay, well, there you go. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't respawn at the Stake of America because it puts you on the other side. You want to be summoned directly where you can find. You want to spawn directly where you can find Pollyanna. I told you this fight is rough. What the fuck? There we go. I'm gonna do this a different way. It might be better just to go straight in with the summons, truth be told. Then we don't waste as much FP. Catch my drift? Summon her. Pop you. Right. Let's go. Yeah, that range is a problem. And in fact, it just targets you for no fucking reason. Right.
No.
Mate, please leave me alone, dude. Fuck off, attack them, that's literally what they're there for. 1, 2, 3. We don't want anything to do with this, by the way.
No.
Everyone's dead. No, Pollyanna's alive, right? I'd really like it if you attacked Pollyanna now. That'd be amazing. Get in there, girl. Get it. Stop archering me. You've got to kill him before the big boys come. Go! Get off me, please. Get off me, for fuck's sake. Fuck off, man. Dude! Will you fuck off? Alright. Pollyanna's dead. Now we're fucked. Fuck that. Okay. Well, there you go. He's not a lot of fun. I don't think Frostbite's the answer then, in that case. How did I do it last time? Practice when I did it like first go. That's what frustrates me. Anyway. There is such a thing as recording handicap, well documented. Get the boys. Yep. So, what we'll do... 1. Get off me, man. Get off me. Get off me. Get off me. bleed. Mate, please go away. Stamina is the deciding factor. Oh, dude! I literally just healed myself. Get off me. There we go. Why me? Why? There we go. Everyone else just fucking disappears. There we go. That was not as much fun as I hoped. I said practice when we got in first time. This time is a pain in the nuts. But we got the unalloyed golden needle, which is what we came for. Okay. Yet, you get 9,000 runes for killing him. He's an absolute cunt of a fight. Excuse my language. But we got him done. So, it's a high risk, high reward strategy. You really want to come back here when you're kind of late game, but then what's the point for 9,000 runes? Right, so rest up. And then we'll go, get rid of you, we're going to pop in our spear, because we're going to need that. And then we're going to jump down to, oh, there's a side of grace here that I missed. Oh, you moron. Alright. I thought I activated it, but obviously I didn't. Well, never mind. Of course we're going the wrong way. Of course, of course. Really go the wrong way, yeah. Don't want to aggravate the, birds of death. But while we're here, we'll go see our merchant friend.
Trade again?
Yeah. And we're going to pick up that. We're going to pick up that. We don't have to stand for a key unless we sell some of the runes we picked up. What do you know? It's good just enough. Nope.
Not finished yet.
Rapid fire buttons. Fuck myself. Okay, there we go. And then that leaves us perfect. Alright, so there's a side of grace kind of just tucked behind one of these outcrops. Yeah, there it is. Right. I keep pushing X. I know, but what I'm doing is pushing the stick to sprint rather than B, because that's how you do a pal world, right? And it kicks me off my horse, which is a fucking ball ache. What we're gonna do, we're gonna give the alloyed gold needle to Gallery, then we're gonna give him a day, or, give him some time to mull it over. And then we'll go see Millicent. This poor dog gets spanked a lot. You get no runes for them either. 300 runes for, essentially nothing. But anyway.
Oh, As promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here.
Okay, thank you.
Go on. It's yours. Now let me have a look at the needle. Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan, a meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half, will it?
No, I suppose not. Right, so what we're going to do is basically just fast roll back there and we'll run and speak to him. Give everybody a wide berth. Running time is long. We took too long killing the dragon, and then Nihilus took Quano and Neil took a bit to get through. But fuck it, got it done. Got it done. Uh-oh. We go see him now.
I have awaited your... The needle is repaired. Now it will forestall the rotting sickness, I'm sure. Will you give it to the girl, Millicent? I will reward you in kind.
So the roads are not a lot of good to us.
Millicent rests at the church atop the cliff beyond Celia, the town yonder. Tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. The poor girl, she never wished for any of this.
True. So, we're going to jump down to the Celia back streets, which is what we unlocked when we took out the Celia Town of Sorcery and the Nox twins. So this is all... So it was guarded by the seal, which is why we have to clear this town. We can get on with this quest line, okay? There's going to be a ball that spawns on the left here. Or maybe there isn't. Oh no, it's the next one. That's right. Yeah, no thanks. Oh! That hurt. Let's just top up the health just in case we get hit again. Like 2 practice runs never happened. One time I'm recording, get twatted. Imagine. Right, we're going to give those pests a wide berth and we'll come back and deal with them from behind. In fact, it would be better to just ignore them altogether if we can, because they're a nuisance. But there's some there as well, which is not ideal. So what else is there? First things first, we're going to get this. We're going to sacred tear. I'm going to touch the side of grace in case it's a fan. What I would do is farm all this material, because once she leaves, all this stuff stops spawning, or at least it did in my practice run. So, unless sacramental buds just don't recharge, that could be possible. I'm not 100% certain. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, so we're going to farm some materials now, like so, and then we speak to the girl. There she is.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse. Not to be meddled with by man.
Give the unalloyed golden needle.
You ask that I stab myself with the needle?
Yeah.
To quell the scarlet rot?
Yes.
But how?
The man said.
Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment? Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
Right, what we have to do now is basically fast travel to this spot. And she should be looking a lot better. Oh man, my throat is terrible today. So we'll speak to her.
I hoped to see you again.
Yeah.
My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this, by way of thanks. A token though it is.
Yeah. So she gives us the prosthesis wearer's heirloom. We actually want to get an upgraded version of this later on, but for now, we'll talk you through what that does. It is a talisman in a similar vein to Star Scourge heirloom, as in raise your strength. This will raise your dexterity by an additional 5 points. What we want, however, is the Millicent's prosthesis, which will raise dexterity by 5 points and increase your attack rating, which will come in handy for our weapon, but we'll deal with that in a few videos' time. Let's talk.
I'm considering leaving.
Yeah.
On a journey. With the needle buried in my flesh, I've started to recall, but dimly,
Yeah.
my destiny.
Destiny.
It's all thanks to you.
Yeah.
My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again. I'm considering leaving with the needle buried my destiny.
Yeah. All right. So, what we do next, we jump down to... we actually wanted to speak to we'll speak to her again at Gary's shack. Gary won't be there, but she will. So we'll do that. Poor dog's taking a pacing. Good night, sweet prince. Fortunately, there's the one. There's only one more time we need to come here after this, and then we can forget about this guy forever. Hello.
Oh. Hello again.
Hello.
Something about this place felt familiar to me.
Yeah.
So I decided to pay a visit. Hoping to find someone here, but
Yeah.
I've only found emptiness.
That's all we ever find.
Perhaps before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to.
Perhaps.
Well, never mind that. I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank.
You do.
I must stay strong.
You must.
Well,
Alright.
I must stay strong.
So, the last thing we need to do, this will set her on her way. The next time we see her will be the Elder's Plateau, which is where we're going to be heading next. We're going to speak to Gary one more time to get our reward, such as it is. If you're a mage, it's a great reward, but for us, it's totally useless. We can't even kill him, to be honest. Because nothing he sells is any worth. But we needed it to trigger Millicent's questline. Millicent is an important part of this playthrough. She'll come in handy later on for a boss fight as well. Before she meets her end, and her end will come at our hands, believe it or not. Right, let's not get too close to him. I made that mistake before. If you get too close, he completes his run, and then you're in a world of shit. Like that. Yeah, when he bucks his head like that, prepares to charge, if he gets hold of you, you're in a world of trouble. Because it's hard to get recovered from those kind of attacks. Anyway, let's speak to Gary one more time.
Thank you kindly
You're very welcome.
for giving the needle to Millicent.
No problem.
Now she too can begin her journey.
He has.
And stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I vow to impart to you my knowledge of the lost sorceries of the Celians, descendants of the Eternal.
Yeah. Millicent paid a visit.
Oh, you noticed, did you?
Yep.
Indeed, Millicent did visit this hovel of a home. It seems the memories eaten away by the rotting sickness yet remain, but faintly. However, she has no need of me anymore. No, she must embark on her journey and stare her fate in the eye. I mustn't impede.
Right.
As I've aged, I found the best way to aid the young is to be forgotten.
I mean, that's a pretty dark way of looking at things. So study sorcery. So he has Glintstone Stars. This is the one that the Burger King head guys muller us with in the Celestial Sorcery and the Academy. He also says Night Shard, which is pretty immense magic. And he says Night Maiden's Mist. None of which really good to us. Right, hang on.
Please make like her mother.
All right.
Commands.
Yeah, they're all in. I thought for a minute I thought it said Faith. I was like, what? Okay. Let's get somewhere safe. You know, let's get prepped and ready for what comes next. That's probably the best thing to do, isn't it? Yeah, so we're going to jump to... Do you know what? We'll talk you through all of that in the next video. We're going to jump down to the old boys, the gate front. I like it there. It's very picturesque. So let's get there. Okay. So, that's pretty much everything we need to do this episode. It's a long one. I wasn't expecting... If we hadn't killed the dragon, it would have taken less time, but it was worth it. The extra levels, what did we learn? Level 60. So yeah, we've got... If you think... We've got to increase Arcane to 30 naturally and Dexterity to 20. And probably put another 10 points into vigor to prepare for the later game. And we need a bit of mind, a bit of endurance. And then after that, we just really start hammering out into our damage dealing stats as we pump our weapons up. So the scaling really starts to kick in. But this was Millicent. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.